Hello there, students. I'm going to walk you through the quiz questions on the variables and assignments quiz, which is our topic, big idea three on algorithms and programming, topic one, variables and assignments. I think we should be able to get through this one pretty quickly. Question one, the variable age. Let me zoom in a little bit here. And I'm sorry, I haven't seen these in a little bit, so I'll just try to walk through them. Variable age is to be used to represent a person's age in years. Which of the following is the most appropriate data type for age? Boolean data type is just true or false. It's just one bit. It can be 0 or 1. 0 usually indicating false, 1 usually indicating true. So anytime we see Boolean, that's just true or false. That can't be it. Number, that's the one we're looking for, right? String would be text, and list would be a data structure with more than one value. So answer is B, number. I'm gonna move on. Question number two, the variable is open. I'm gonna guess right away without even reading the rest that this is going to be true because something is either open or not. I'm sorry, I'm going to say Boolean. So something is either open or not. So this is going to be Boolean. So if we're just indicating something that can be on or off, true or false, then it's Boolean. Moving along, question number three. A teacher is writing a code segment that will use variables to represent a student's name and whether or not the student is currently absent. Which of the following variables are the most appropriate for the code segment? String variable. So we want to use descriptive names. Something named S is not the best name for a variable because you might have, other things that could be named S. So we want to use descriptive names, and hopefully you watch the videos where they discuss some naming protocols or norms, if you will. There's some rules for naming and there's some norms. The rules, for example, you can't start a variable name with a number in just about any language. There's certain symbols you can't use. You can't use spaces. So those are like some rules that you can't violate, and they depend on the language and the syntax, but mostly overlap between the languages. Norms are just like what kind of people like to do, or like just common things to do. And one of those is to use this uh, uh, camel notation, if you will, where we start with a lowercase and then without any spaces, every next word is capitalized. It makes it easier to read at a glance. If you don't capitalize that first letter of the next word, it just makes your brain work a little harder to figure out what it says. But when the letter sticks out, you can kind of tell that a little bit quicker for scanning through the code. So we want a string variable student name, so that's correct. And then is absent should be Boolean because it's either true or false. You can either be present or you can be absent. Technically, you could use a numeric variable, but that would be wasteful in terms of memory storage and speed of processing. Booleans are just one bit, so they are very fast. We're going to move on. So the answer here is a string student name and a Boolean is absent. Question number four, and they might be scrambled up for you, but I'm sure you can piece it together here. Considering the following code segment, um, we have a lot of assignments. P becomes 10. Well, P is assigned value of 10, Q is assigned value of 20, R is assigned value of 30, S is assigned value of 40, P is assigned value of Q. So now P is 20. Q is assigned the value of R, so now Q is 30. S is assigned a value of Q, which is 30, and then R is assigned a value of P being 20 from up here. What is the value of R? So like all of this, blah, 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 really what we're looking, we could go backwards. It says R is assigned a value of P, but we're not going to go to the top one. We're going to see what was the last value assigned to P. So right here, value assigned to P is Q. So again, we're going to go upward to see what was the last value assigned to Q. That was 20. So the answer is 20. And for me, it's B, but for you, it might be something else. And question number 5. Consider the following code segment. Variable first is assigned a value true. Variable second is assigned a value false. Variable second is now assigned a value from the variable first, which is true. So first and second are variable names. True and false are Boolean values, either true or false. So first is true, second is false, and now second becomes whatever first is, which is true. So second is true now, and then first is assigned a value of whatever second is, which in this case would be true. So it doesn't really change; it stays true. So both of them should be true. So true and true. So variable option A. And I'm sorry, my daughter just came. Malia, you want to say hi real quick? No? Okay.
Hi.
Say it louder.
Hi.
Thank you. Question number 6. Consider the following code segment. A variable x is assigned value 25. And real quick, I would suggest you use a paper and pencil for this. I'm just rushing through this, but I would expect that it might help if you use a paper and pencil to jot these down. Malia, please be quiet. I'm recording. Uh, Variable x is equal to 25, assigned value 25. Variable y is assigned a value of 50. Variable z is 75. And then x gets the value of y, which is 50 from up here. So now x is 50. Y is assigned a value of z, which is 75 currently. And z is assigned value of x, but not the original, but whatever it is currently. So this is called sequential processing. It goes from top to bottom. So x at this point was assigned a value of 50, and now z is 50 as well. y, is, however, is equal to 75 because it was changed after the x was assigned the original value of y. So which of these variables have the value of 50? Y does not anymore, so it's just x and z. So x and z only. Thank you very much.